Miss A got a lot to say on all the things we go through within the day. Politics, dating, recipes, traveling, and yep, of course, I'm the karaoke queen. Hip-hop. I take no L's, I'm always booking flights. This is my lovely lunatic Leo life. Kaboom! Guess who stepped in the room? This is my lovely lunatic Leo life. Kaboom! Guess who stepped in the room? The one and only S.A. Here I am weighing in at 285 right before surgery. And as you can see right here, I was fresh off the operating table, still going through pain. But in this time, in 2 weeks, I had lost 30 pounds. In 4 months, I had lost 50 pounds. And now 7 months later, I'm down to 60 pounds gone. I'm at 220 now. My goal is 180. My confidence is through the roof, and I've just been living an improved life. So stay tuned on this episode on the Gastric Sleeve. Welcome, y'all. Welcome back to my lovely lunatic Leo life, and I'm the one and only Miss A, and I have two fabulous guests here with me today. We got Betty and we got Nicole, and we are going to get into it right away because we got a lot to talk about before other people can't wait, okay? So us fabulous ladies, we got the gastric sleeve surgery. So we're going to talk about it and talk about how it's affected our confidence, how it's improved our lives, or any other thing that comes to our minds. Definitely going to talk about how it improved our sex life. Because you can't tell me nothing now. So I let you guys introduce yourselves, even though I just introduced you. You guys can say what you want to say, or do you have anything?
Okay, so I can start. I'm Betty. I'm from Newark. Should I say my age?
No, you don't have to say it. I mean, you can.
Well, introduce myself how? Hey, I'm Betty. I had gastric sleeve in 2019.
And I'm happy to be here.
And I'm happy to be here. And I am... Well, how can I say this? I've been waiting for this for a very, 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 very long time.
She has.
So, yeah.
I'm Miss Nicole.
Hello, I'm Nicole. I had the gastric sleeve in 2017, and then I had the dual denal switch in 2020. And
wow.
I've never said that out loud, but here it is.
Wow. Congratulations, ladies.
Yes.
The things that we've been told, before the surgery, during the surgery, after the surgery, people were like, well, you're taking the easy way out and you don't need that, just work out. I'm like, well, obviously, if I would have just worked out, it would have worked out.
Thank you, literally.
But it didn't work out, so this is what I'm choosing to do. If you don't like it, you gotta go. And Miss Betty over here told me I'm going to break up with my boyfriend. She was like, you're going to lose friends. And I was like, no, me and him love each other. We broke up like a month after I had the surgery. And I was tired of his ass 2 weeks after I had the surgery. So you were right, Betty.
It's sad to be right, but I think it's...
Right, because you guys look so in love.
I think what happened, and speaking about the surgery, like when I wanted to go through the process of the surgery, so I started the process in 2017. It was me and a coworker, beautiful girl, and she was a little heavyweight, right? She was a little big, and we were like, we used to go to, we had a 30-minute break, and we would rush to Chipotle.
Damn,
like
30
5
minutes.
in the mall, order Chipotle, we would scarf down Chipotle, we get back to the job, and then I'm like, yo, we gotta lose weight. She's like, we should do the surgery. So we did I did research, and then she left the job.
Oh.
And so then we would talk here and there, but what was happening in the back end is that she was going through that process of getting the surgery. And I didn't know. But I was like, oh, I'm going to get it. The things that we say that we're going to do, but we really don't do.
Right.
And the key word is like, it's surgery. I'm a mother of 2 kids. How can I have surgery? I could die, right?
Oh my God. I didn't even think about death, actually. I didn't want to, because then I would have probably canceled it.
So then what happened is this girl posts a picture of herself like a few months after she had the surgery. And we're talking about beautiful girl. And now she's like even more beautiful. And she went from like a size 18 to like a size 4.
Damn.
And wow. I'm looking at her like, what the hell? She had the surgery. And that's another misconception, because when you hear surgery to lose weight, Everybody's thinking you're going to Dominican Republic
Right.
for plastic surgery. Lack of education, people. And so I'm like, I ain't doing this, but maybe I should do this. And then I started the process, and then life gets into I got scared.
Mm-hmm.
So from 2017, I went through all the steps, because there were steps with my insurance to go through. And then I waited. I was involved with this guy, and he straight was a liar. Like, he was just trying to get his papers. And you know, that ain't happening with me. You know, the Haitian intuition was like, nah, we ain't doing this. And then I said to myself, the weight allows people to disrespect me. I will lose weight. I am too beautiful to be this big. And I was almost 400 pounds. And I went through the process. And I had a good group of friends at that time who were very supportive.
Good. You need this.
I needed that support. I needed that support. Everybody served a purpose. And they went with me to the meetings, and I had to go do all this stuff. And then I remember telling my Haitian mother, I'm getting surgery. She's like, oh, no, Betty. No.
Don't do
She's
it.
like, no, don't do it. Who's going to take care of your kids? Who's going to be there for your kids if something happened to you? I'm like, you, like,
you obviously.
But I'm like, I can't. It was hard. I had two boys. One was in baseball. I couldn't even, let me tell you something, I couldn't walk to the bus stop. I couldn't even walk to the train that was 2 blocks away. I would take the bus in the city to the train. It was just a mess. I couldn't breathe. I'm hot. And so I had the surgery. And then the first week, I was in complete terror. I was like, what the hell I done did to myself? You know,
girl.
I was like, oh my God, this is not going to work. What the hell am I doing? What is this? But the difference between me and you is that I didn't have a person like me
to give you a heads up.
To tell me a heads up. I heard people, you know, my friend, she was like, just do it. The girl, she was like, I called her. I was like, I'm going to do the surgery tomorrow. She was like, just do it and you'll be okay. And she was like, but she was like, everybody's going to want you. And I'm like, but they want me now.
Right.
So then I'm like, okay. Had the surgery. First week, I'm like, whatever. And then after a month, I'm like, I lost like 15 pounds and like it was a crazy amount of weight.
Yeah, in the beginning.
And I didn't think I was looking any different, because this is the torment of not understanding what you look physically, right? It's when people are like, yo, you losing weight.
I'm like, really?
I was like, for real? I was like, oh, okay. So I was wearing a size 24. First of all, why in the hell did I think I look cute in a size 24?
It does not matter what size. Right.
You
You
know,
don't do that.
When I say that, it's like, I think about it, it was, inside, I was disgusted with myself because I got myself into this position. I was somebody who was never a big girl. I was a smaller person who became a big girl. And I'm like, how did I get here? And so I was a size 24, and then I go to a size 18, and I'm like, hold up. I'm feeling myself.
You feel it?
I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling and I'm like, and then after 6 months, and I know you saw it, it was like, who's this person?
I'm in my 6th month now.
And life completely changed.
And what made you want to get the surgery? Or how long, like, what was the process like?
In 2015, 2014, I started working out. I was unemployed.
You were working out a lot, I remember.
I was unemployed, and I was just like down in the dumps. And my friend was like, oh, get a gym membership. She was like, come with me to the gym. So I'm like, what the hell is coming with you to the gym gonna do? That's not gonna put no money in my pocket.
Right.
Like, that's not gonna pay any of my bills. She's like, just come to the gym. So I went to the gym one day. I'm working out with her, you know, on a damn elliptical, fat as hell. And then she was like, I'm gonna get you a membership. Bless you. And she got me the membership. And also what came with the membership was this, like, weight loss program that they was doing at the gym. So my highest that I have weighed in at was 350 pounds. I weighed in at 350, and they're like, okay, you gotta start working out. It was a good program. I can't lie. And since I had no kids at the time, I was single, had my own place. I didn't have anything else to do but work out. So I automatically just started going to the gym. And I would go twice a day.
Damn, you were going a lot. I remember.
I was going
you lost weight from that.
6 days a week, twice a day.
Wow.
I lost 75 pounds.
Oh, that's good.
I think my lowest at that time, what I got to was like 275, something like that.
Wow.
But anyway, that was right before my 30th birthday. I turned 30, and then one of my friends hooked me up with somebody who I had already known growing up, and then right away I got pregnant.
I remember. I'm like, yo, she lost all this weight, and now she pregnant?
Girl, I got trapped. I don't care. To this day, I still say I got trapped. So anyway, I had my son in 2016, and I was still working out through my whole pregnancy because I was already conditioned to work out.
That's
but
good.
I also was eating good. I had started eating whatever I wanted. So I gained my weight after I had my son. Because I only gained maybe 20, 30 pounds during pregnancy, which is what they want you to gain, the minimum. And after I had him, I had a C-section. So they was like, okay, you can't work out for 8 weeks.
Yeah.
And that killed it.
That's it.
That was it.
Started tasting right.
Yeah, and I just shot back up to 330. And I was like, all right, it's time for weight loss surgery. So I looked into getting a sleeve, and I had it August 2017. I went all the way down to 250. I think right before surgery, I weighed in at 315 or 320. Got all the way down to 250. And then I started drinking a lot. So when you drink, well, not everybody, but when I drink, what happens with me is it helps me to be able to eat more. Because, we get full really fast. Really fast.
I know.
But when I'm drinking, oh no, I'm like
Really?
a monster.
Really? It doesn't hurt?
It's multiple eating. For me, it was when I drink, I can multiply eat. Not that I eat a lot at the same time.
It's just you keep
I
going
just
back.
can eat a lot during a time period.
Me too. That's what I was thinking.
So, that I probably started gaining weight again in 2018. And I was like, it was slowly going up. And then the pandemic hit.
Oh, shit. That was a wrap.
The pandemic hit. At that time, I was in a relationship. And I was already drinking every day.
Yeah.
Eating good. And then my weight shot up to I had already started looking into a revision in late 2019. So then the pandemic hit and it got worse. So when you're going through the surgery transition or whatever, some insurance companies, they make you wait 3 months, 6 months, whatever, and they want you to lose some weight.
Yeah.
But since it was the pandemic, they was like, don't worry about it. So I had to wait 6 months. So during that 6 months, they was like, as long as you don't get up to 350, we could finagle the number.
Good.
So I was eating good. I got all the way up to 320 again.
Damn.
And then I had the
burgers
next
was
surgery.
feeling good, wasn't it?
Girl, everything. It was everything.
Damn.
But yes, you do lose people. I lost my ex-boyfriend, but he needed to be lost because he was a bum.
Bye-bye.
But yeah, I'm on surgery number 2, and I'm at, I'm a year out, almost 2 years out. And now I'm looking into trying to do some skin removal.
Oh, of course, yeah.
I haven't, not yet, but I see I'm gonna need it, especially my arms and a little bit of my breast area. But when I honestly wasn't planning on getting
the back for me. It's the back.
Yeah, I don't like the back. I keep thinking my rolls are disappearing, but I'm like, wait, they're still back there.
No, they just drop.
They drop it.
Yeah, and it's horrible.
But I wasn't even planning on getting surgery till the year I decided, because I didn't have Medicaid. Once I got Medicaid, I think my mom was like, I think you should get the surgery. I was at 285 at the time. And I was just like, I don't think I need the surgery. And then I started looking into it and I was like, you know what? I'm about to be 40. I want to have kids still. So maybe I should just lose this weight. So then I looked into it. And when I went to the doctor, I didn't imagine going in there and setting up an appointment. I just thought it was going to be in there. He's going to tell me some things and I'll think about it. So I go on the doctor and he's telling me everything. He's like, well, let me check my calendar when we could do it. I was like, wait, what? And this is like in June and he's scheduled for September. I was like, oh my, so I'm getting the surgery. Like, that's when I decided I should just do it.
I made the decision for you.
Yeah. And I was nervous for a long time.
Was you nervous? Was you?
A little bit nervous, just a little bit. But it's like the best decision ever. I did struggle the first few months after I had the surgery because it was like a mind and spiritual thing I was going through. I was mad. I love to eat. So I was on a liquid diet for a month after the surgery. Everything hurt. I couldn't drink water the way I love water. I can't gulp it. Even still now, if I try to gulp it, that shit hurts. So I was like, I felt like I was depressed. And then I was with this fool and he was making things worse. So I'm like, I needed him gone. I just need to focus on myself. And I did that. And then I caught COVID in December. And that shit almost took me out because of my immune system. So then that was a whole nother mind fuck that I went through. And then I had pneumonia after that.
Oh my God.
So yeah. So from September to January, I was out. Like I couldn't do anything, but I was noticing the weight loss like in December. That's when I caught COVID. I noticed the weight loss and it happened really fast. Like I lost 30 pounds probably in 2 weeks, in the first 2 weeks. And then it was just like kept going. But even though I wasn't going anywhere, I'm always home. I'm always naked when I'm home. I could see the difference, but I didn't feel like how some people feel like they're not losing weight. Like I saw it. And I was happy with it, but I wanted to put on clothes to really see, but I wasn't going anywhere, So that's why I dress up for every little thing now, like, because I can't wear the shit and it's starting to get too big for me now. And, so it was like, thank God for you for telling me certain things that I wouldn't have believed. Like, you're just going to have to let people go because they're not going to be good for you anymore. You're going to see the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Nicole said I could hit her up if I had any questions for anything. So I'm just grateful that I knew people who had it because there were some people who didn't want to tell you they had the surgery.
Yes, a lot of people.
And then that's why I did my vlogs on YouTube. I was planning on doing it weekly, but I was in such a state of mind that I just couldn't. So I did at least 2 or 3 vlogs during the time about the surgery. And everybody was just, it helped people. And that's what I wanted to do, let you know that it's not all great at first. And I need to do another one to let them know, like, I'm on my shit now. And the weight loss has really helped me improve. I think that was the only thing I was really sad about, was being really big. Even though people thought I was so confident and I would wear bikinis and stuff. But really, I was unhappy with my weight. I wanted to lose weight. I wanted to get my man and have a baby. Those are the only 3 things that I really wanted. And now that's one out the way. And now these men are flocking to me, and I'm just like, I don't know what to do now. Now y'all want to buy me drinks and shit. I don't want you, but I'll take the attention, Well,
I think with me, and not trying to be like shady or like, I've always had the attention of men. I've never not had attention. But I started realizing, I was like, oh, I'm getting attention from a different type.
Right.
And then, for the first year after the surgery, I did not accomplish shit. And I said that to you. I was like, I didn't want to clean my house. And I kept saying to a friend of mine, I was like, yo, I got to do these podcasts. I want to talk about, I want to tell people all these things. You went and did it. It was just an idea. I didn't have time for that because all I wanted to do was go to H&M, go to Zara, purchase clothes, and take my Instagram video.
Right.
And every morning I had this video, like people was like, she's so vain. Because I would do a video of me walking in the morning. It was so significant. People who knew is because I would walk to the train where I used to take the bus to the train.
Wow.
So every morning it was such a win-win for me.
Yeah.
I was walking. I was like, wow, I look beautiful. Let me just take these Snapchats. But no one understanding this was because
right.
I lost the weight. And now I feel even more beautiful. Now I want to go out. And so the first year, I went to every bar, every restaurant, didn't eat anything. I just wanted to be outside.
Right.
I feel you, girl, because this summer we outside.
And I almost cried.
Like, damn.
I wanted to be outside. So I was inside my mother's house in Jersey. And I'm like taking Snapchat videos, trying to like maneuver clothes because all I wanted to do was, I didn't want to clean. What do you mean clean?
You ain't got time for that.
I ain't got time for that. I want to put my makeup on. I want to be outside. I was at work. I don't know if you paid attention. I used to be at work and I used to take pictures in the bathroom at the job. But it was more like, oh my God, look how much I've changed. It was more like, it was such a personal thing for me. Plus, when I was bigger, I didn't take pictures. So I have a whole part of my life where it's not recorded, where I'm a part of it because I didn't like the way I look. Now,
you can't tell you nothing.
You can't tell me nothing.
Anywhere I see a mirror, I'm like,
yep, flick it up, flick it up, flick it up. And some people, this one guy I was dealing with, we were dealing with each other for like a year, right? And I really liked him. He used to always come over. I'm always cooking. I love to cook for people. So always cooking. And he would always be like, yo, every time I come over, I just feel so good and this and that. But he had the nerve to tell me after a year, he was like, he's not really attracted to big girls. This is when I was a big girl, right? After a year of us doing everything we were doing, right? So I was like, you know what? I'm going to just keep them to the side or whatever. So when I was getting the surgery now, he was like, oh God, why don't you just start working out? I'm like,
oh, the negative.
and that's not it. That's not even it. So I was just like, yo, because I don't want to work out. He's like, oh, then you're going to be getting BBLs and this. I'm like, yo, just shut the fuck up. Now this nigga is on my dick. He wants to see me all the time. He wants to come over. I'm like, no, I'm done. Like, I stopped answering his calls.
Back then they didn't want me. Now I'm hotter. They all on me.
My biggest advice to anybody who's had the surgery, and there's another friend of mine, and when she watches this, she'll know who she is. And I said to her, the past is the past. The men that you used to be around, you allowed certain behaviors because of your weight.
Yeah, true.
They treated you a certain way because of your weight.
Mm-hmm.
Subconsciously, consciously. Now, the person you were is not who you are now.
Hell to no.
So when someone from the past is trying to get to you, unfortunately, you have changed. Regardless if you want to admit it to yourself or not, because that was a big thing with a lot of people I know who try to do the word like, oh, I'm not going to change. Yes, you do. You change. What you like change. Your views on food change. Your relationship with food change. For me, I would say this, with my friendships, I didn't realize how much of my friendships was around food. We just always went out to eat.
Yeah.
Imagine you want me to go out to eat. The bill is $200, and I didn't even eat an appetizer. And you want me to put $75 on this bill? I'm looking at you like, no. And then people looking at you like, oh, you're just trying to be funny. You can eat. It's okay. Eat.
Like, you don't know.
I hate when people say that. Like, girl, if I could, I would.
And I'm like, I physically can't eat no more. They're like, you just so dramatic. Betty, just eat the chicken.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, this one chicken wing, that's it. I'm about to die.
Yo, that's one thing I had to get used to, the amount of food. Because I'm so used to putting so much on my plate. I have to get used to, like, just putting a little bit. And I'm like, this is going to kill me.
I'm 3 years out. To this day, I still put large portions. Well, you don't love yourself.
You put up with a lot.
Yeah.
You put up with a lot when you don't love
really
yourself.
Yeah, when you don't love yourself. And I know we're trying to be positive. We tell, the big girls, love yourself. I understand why when you're a big person, I saw you, I was like, she's the most positive person. You saw me, you was like, oh, she's still positive. But deep down inside, there was something that we just didn't like about ourselves.
Yeah.
And I made the choice to change that. And it's a It's an ever going. It's not the easy way out.
No,
It's definitely not,
no.
because there's nothing easy about it. You go through so many emotional, spiritual changes. And my ex, one of the things he would say that would irk the shit out of me, it was like, oh, I don't like this new Adrian. I want the old Adrian back. And he kept saying it over and over, even after I told him, like, stop. I've changed. You need to change too. If you can't change, then we don't need to be together.
Right.
There's nothing you could do for me and nothing I could do for you. So go along. And he was very insecure too. He knew once I lost weight, I would be a problem, because not even really a problem, but just you're going to be jealous of people always looking at me because I'm going to wear whatever the fuck I want to wear.
Yeah.
And I don't need that. I need to be free, and you're not going to allow that. So you're gone. One thing that I will say that has improved a lot is my sex life. Like, I used to not like to get on top when I was a big girl. Now I ride that shit like a rodeo, like a cowgirl. How's that song go?
That's still my least favorite position.
Really?
Sorry.
Well, it's funny because I still got to do some stretches because that shit almost paralyzed me. But when I was on top, though, I was doing that shit. I just couldn't get off.
Husband right now. That's what you.
Well, I know who my soulmate is now, so I'm going to wait.
Sex did improve because I think that I'm lighter. I mean, I'm gonna be honest.
It's gonna be easier.
It's just like it's not just sex improved. Going up the steps improved.
Yeah.
Walking down the street improved. Daily tasks improved. Sex improved because I felt more beautiful.
Yeah, it's true
I
that.
was like, oh, I'm sexy. So I'm sexy. That improved.
It improves your life.
I always got on top, Adrian.
Not me. I would.
did. I just didn't like it.
I didn't like it either.
I still kind of don't like it.
I
But
mean,
I'll get up there if I have to.
I think if I do more some yoga, I would be doing some tricks and things.
You gonna have jumpers? So she was like, what? I was like, that ain't no joke.
I
The
swear.
day that happened, I was like this.
I was on the toilet suffering,
I was like this.
sweating,
I was
feeling
like,
nauseous.
I took off all my clothes. You can't even.
Nothing.
Then
I had
there was
cramps.
you ever overeat and then you lay the fuck down?
Yeah, that shit
And then
hurts
you had
too.
to get the fuck back up because
It's
I was
like-
a throw up person. I would have to because I didn't know the difference between a 2-bite and a 3-bite. Like 2-bite, I'm full. But I'm like, yeah, I could do the
You would
3rd bite.
squeeze another bite in.
Yeah.
I squeezed that other bite, and that shit was right here.
Ugh.
And then I went and
So-
laid down because I'm a fat girl at heart. And then
That shit sucks.
it just, I don't even know how I was like this.
It hurts.
It hurts.
What they say is our stomach is like a funnel now. So you put whatever. So if I ate too much, the shit would just get stuck right here.
I know, I ain't believe
And
it.
I ain't believe it either until it got stuck.
They know what they
One
talking
day
about.
I was so hungry. I had been waiting for hours to eat. This was the first surgery. Me and my baby father, we were still together. We went to Blimpie, and I got a sandwich. Yes, girl. Yes.
Oh my God.
I got a sandwich, and I was so hungry. First of all, till this day, one thing I can't do is starch. I can do it, but I can't do a lot.
Me too.
They say it's better to toast the bread than to have it not toasted. Because
Excuse me?
if it's not
No,
toasted,
I just can't do
If
if it's not
bread,
toasted, it
period.
expands in your stomach or it's inside.
Sounds.
I
Haitian-
still do
The
it.
Haitian in me, rice is life. That was the one thing I could not eat. And everybody, they're like, what you mean you can't eat rice? I'm like, I can't eat.
Still now?
Till this day.
Damn.
Can
I
you
will-
eat a little bit?
I will take 1-2 teaspoons of rice.
Wow.
I feel like I ate. It felt like I
It
went to
fills you
the
up.
family buffet. You remember the buffet? I feel like it's a weird.
It fills you up.
I've been grateful to be able to eat anything now. I can eat, I mean, of course, it's still small portions, like my crab legs and all that butter. I still eat that. I still feel a little
Yeah.
queasy. Meat, I can eat. Some people told me they couldn't eat ground beef for a year. I was like, oh no, I need my tacos and I need. That's what they
The only
said.
thing that I cannot eat in America, I have to specify in America. The only thing that I cannot eat in America, and I used to love it, is McDonald's.
Oh no, I still eat my.
I can't. I used to love the double quarter pounder with cheese.
Oh no, I can't.
No, but not even that. Just their burgers. Every time I try, it makes me sick.
Really?
But if I go to like Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, they stuff is better, more natural, whatever. And I get McDonald's out there, I can eat the burger.
Really?
I can't eat the whole thing, of course, in one sitting, but I can actually eat it without feeling like I gotta throw up. That's the only thing that will make my mouth water.
That tells you, the mouth watering. You ever had that feeling? I had that feeling. The mouth watering is when you overeat. And your mouth, it was for me, it's like all the saliva is coming. It's telling me, it's like, heifer, go to the bathroom, heifer.
Damn.
You got to throw up, heifer. It ain't right. Or you start spitting a lot. I start spitting a lot. I start spitting. And it's like, because there was that peer pressure, right? Eat, Betty. It's okay. Eat.
Can't nobody pressure me to eat.
I'm like, I had one whole chicken wing. What the hell you want me to do?
One whole chicken
I had one whole chicken
I can eat two.
And they were like, no, it's okay. And then I would eat that second chicken wing, and I would literally be like,
all right, no.
I can't.
You playing with fire now.
Yeah.
Now you're playing with fire.
I'm drinking Hennessy. And it's like, no.
You really play.
Yeah, it's like, no.
Now, we were talking about the alcohol part. We didn't get that recorded, but some people, they say you can't drink. First of all, they told me not to drink for 6 months. I was like, 7 weeks in, I drank. I went 7 weeks without it, though. But 7 weeks
God
in,
bless
I went. I was scared. I was too scared.
I drunk.
Yeah, it was like less than a month.
What?
Oh, you crazy.
She crazy.
No, you crazy.
That was the second time around. I think the first time,
really?
it might have went a little bit longer, but...
Well, I was too scared. My stomach was hurting too much. I couldn't even drink water. I was like, alcohol is going to burn the shit out of me. So I was scared. So I tried with wine first to see, even though they said no juice and stuff. No, I think it was straight alcohol first. Because they were saying, there was like no wine or juice and shit. So I'm like, alcohol, some of them don't have the sugar, which I would think it was Kettle One that I was doing. And that has less sugar or something like that. So I was just drinking it straight, or then I'd mix it with olive juice. So it was like my little dirty martini. And I was just drinking it like that, like straight alcohol.
My surgery was January 8, 2019. My birthday is June 8.
Gemini, June 20th.
And that's really 5 months. But I was like, it's my birthday, and it's the 6th month of the year, and that was the first month of the year. So in my mind, I get 6 months. And I drink Hennessy. I'm from Newark, New Jersey. I will say this again. I'm from Newark. And I had a shot of Hennessy, and I swear, I'm somebody who could drink like half a bottle, like, and straight. I was so wasted. I was
From one shot.
From one shot. I was like, people said this. I was like, this is a joke. They lying.
That's what I said.
That's what I'm saying.
I had a second shot. I literally, you know how people just be having these psychedelic. I thought I was like Jesus walking on water. I was like, I'm invincible.
But see, I don't think it was the surgery. I think it was because you waited so long.
Honey.
And you say you don't drink like that.
No, I don't drink. When I drink, I drink. But I'm not somebody who be in the house like, hey, I have to drink.
I drink every single day.
No,
that's why I was able to do it back.
Look, it's okay.
Well, not anymore. I'm a changed person now.
Okay.
But
no, I'm not a person who...
I ain't there yet.
My addiction, I tell people, my addiction was Pepsi. I can drink embarrassed. I was able to drink 2 to 3 2-liter bottles a day.
Damn, are you serious?
That's a lot.
That was it was no other soda.
Oh.
Yeah.
Don't give me Coke.
Ginger ale is better.
Ginger ale. What kind of old lady
I love
stuff?
ginger ale. Ginger ale is a cure-all.
It had to be ice cold slushy. You know that Pepsi that
yes, get a little slush.
That was my even to this day, I love soda.
You can drink soda?
I can't drink soda, but I love to drink soda. I drink it with I'm not perfect. I'm a human being. I'll drink it and then...
You can?
Mm-hmm. I'll drink it and then I feel like dog shit. But then I'm like, damn, it was good.
I don't drink it a lot. But
You
I
play
can
with
drink
fire.
it. I can drink it.
I haven't drank soda yet. I haven't had juice yet.
Oh, good.
Since the
That's
surgery.
good.
But I was never into, I was always water, wine, or alcohol, honestly. So I didn't really drink
real?
juice or soda like that. Unless, like, I was sick. Or sometimes I'm craving some juice or something like that. But I never was into that. Just mainly water and wine and alcohol.
Let's talk about water, because water after surgery for me,
difficult.
it was so crazy and it was so hard. And I felt like once I drank the water, that it was like
Like this. I felt like it was
Yeah.
literally this.
Like a gas
yeah.
bubble.
Yeah, I could feel.
And a bubble was coming up through it.
It's a
not
weird-
up. I felt like it was like falling into nothing.
Yes, I
and it was
understand.
hurting so
I know what
bad.
you're talking about.
Yes.
I'm like,
I see
what
you're
the
saying.
fuck? Like, it don't feel like that no more.
Food was
But I was
different,
like,
but water was like.
Water
was
hurt to drink.
It hurt so
It
bad.
hurt. Mine felt like it was it's like a balloon was being blown up through this to go up every time I drank. When they told us 64 ounces in the first week, I was
Do
like,
that.
I couldn't
Why
even do a cup of water in the first.
Right.
Like
I feel
what?
like their
It's
goals.
insane.
And the thing about with the weight loss surgery, depending on where you go, they have different diets,
Yeah.
right? So with me, what happened with weight loss surgery, I don't know if this happened to you. In the beginning, you have a liquid. Your body's able to take liquids faster and easier, right? Because it's liquid. For me, it was easier. It was the transition to when I had to eat like something solid.
Oh.
That's when I realized, like, oh my
Yeah, that
gosh.
hurt too.
Because with the liquid, I was doing it, how can I say? It wasn't a 3 times a day type of situation. I was just doing it every couple of hours. I was doing it,
Yeah.
you know? I was getting the liquid. I was like, oh, okay, let me take, and I'm not a sweet lover, so it was hard to do the protein shake.
Oh, me too. I stopped that.
It was hard to do the protein shake.
It wasn't hard because I'm not a sweet person. It was hard because the aftertaste.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
And the
Yeah.
amount, it was too much.
So
I
And it's
stopped.
hard to find a one that doesn't have
the chicken
that
broth I can
aftertaste.
do because I grew up on oodles and noodles. That was chicken broth.
Right, that
that's
was
what-
easy.
That was our chicken broth, right? So
Yeah.
chicken broth I can do, but it wasn't as bad because it's like you think you're drinking soup. It wasn't, you know.
I couldn't eat or drink
but
anything.
the day I went into solids,
It was
I was like-
torture.
it was torture and it was self-realization. I was like, oh, my life really did change because I
Yeah,
really put
that's
like
when
3
you
pieces.
figure it out.
I put 3 pieces of chicken. Like I'm gonna eat this.
Girl.
And I look at this chicken, you start looking at food. I was disgusted in the sense of, damn, I used to eat this much. And then you start realizing that food is you really not supposed to eat that much.
No.
No.
Like you really not.
The amount that I used to eat would be for like 3 people. Like
Yeah.
I could eat like 5 or 6 slices of pizza. Now I can't even eat 1 slice of pizza.
Right? It's like,
I haven't been able to eat the same since 2017. Even before I got the second surgery, I still was never able to eat the same.
it's just like,
But I could see how some people can gain weight and get surgery again because at one point recently I was starting to eat like every 10 minutes, like keep going. And then I was craving junk food. I've never been a person to eat junk food, but now I'm buying chips and keeping it in the house and snacks, and I never did that. So now I'm trying to train myself to at least have like fruits or something to snack on. You know what I'm saying? Instead of
well, there's a
fucking
mental-
chips.
I think that not only is it physical, the mental is we don't, I think that as black people, we don't understand how the mind really affects
Everything.
you do, say, be, whatever
Yeah.
it is. And I think that that's a huge thing.
My crazy ass, while I was suffering not being able to eat or even drink, was watching mukbangs on YouTube. Watching people eat all this food and wishing I had, like, I was torturing myself.
Like, the ladies who be eating like 17,000
yeah.
crabs.
Yes. Not only that, but like the Asians that are eating like big old pork legs and shit. Like I was watching it. I had to talk to my therapist. That's another thing. I got a therapist a month before my surgery. And so that way when I had my surgery, we had like a bit of a rapport. I still have her now, but I feel like I don't really need her that much anymore. But I needed her at that time. And so that's one thing I suggest. They do tell you have to talk to a psychologist, but that was so
That's
routine.
only for the
He spoke to me
one
for
day.
like 5 minutes and it was over. And like,
Mine
oh
was
yeah, you seem like...
Do you want to kill yourself? No. Oh, okay. Why do you want to have surgery? Oh, okay.
Right.
All right. You need to pay me $125.
Shit.
I was like, okay.
They charged you for that?
She was, because that was, what happened is that was the only thing that was out of network. And I could have found somebody in network, but I'm like, this is the thing that would give me approval. I was like, I'll pay you. Right. So I was like, he just wanted $125. And I passed that site thing because it's like, you don't want to not pass
You
site,
don't want,
right?
But I feel like anyone would pass it because it's so routine. They probably wouldn't even pay attention to your answers.
So then I did get a therapist, and that was a huge, thing for me to get a therapist culturally.
Why?
Well, I'm Haitian, born here, raised here, but I'm Haitian. We don't do therapy, honey.
Everybody needs it.
I know.
I am an advocate for therapy.
People need it.
I think that my son being autistic had opened my eyes to see that, there are things that you just need assistance with.
Right.
And there are things that, some people, their therapy is religion. My therapy was an actual therapist. And I was able to speak to this person. I have a white Jewish man. And I'm like, how are you going to connect with me?
Right.
and I think that I approached it by saying to myself, good, bad, ugly, I'm going to be completely honest. Because if you're not completely honest with your therapist, what's the point? So I came in, when I went to my therapist, my father had passed away.
Sorry.
At the end of 2019, and I had already had the weight loss surgery. And what was happening is I was going on dates with losers. What was happening was everybody, I would literally go on a date. Like, I remember this one guy, and I hope you watch this, because you ask people to go out on a date with me. You have people I know vouch for you. And then we go on a date. You ready for this, girl?
Oh,
I'm ready.
Let me tell you. We went out on a date. He picked the place to go on a date. I arrived. We get to the place, and it was Cafe Nunez. Okay? So you know who you are. Okay? And when we get there, the truth of the matter is, it's a bar, it's a restaurant. I'm not hungry. Right? So I was like, I'm really not that hungry. He was like, oh, okay, he just came for work and he just ate. That's what he said. He's like, oh, let's go someplace else. Let's just take a walk. It was the city. Right. I was like, okay, But I love coffee. So we went to Starbucks. I got what I wanted. I'm like such a cheap Starbucks person. I'm the coffee of the day girl, right? I got my Starbucks. He paid for Starbucks because you're supposed to pay. Okay?
Right.
And so we're walking around, we're talking, we was vibing. And then I realized that it's like 11 p.m. and I haven't eaten all day.
Oh, now you're hungry now.
Now I'm like, if I don't eat, I'm going to fall. So I said to him, I was like, yo, we got to get something to eat, right? Ain't this normal? I was like, I got to get something to eat. I was like, let's get Mexican because, this is that transition of not knowing what to buy when you out. I can't eat french fries. I can't eat fried food. I couldn't do this. But guacamole was life. I told you, Chipotle and me. So I was like, that was like the safest thing for me to get is Mexican food because it's like diced up. So I said to him, let's go get like a taco or something because I could just eat the inside. Now, how much is a damn taco, yo?
It was like $6.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not that
So, remember he planned the day for us to go to Cafe Nunez, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then we go to the taco place. So I started ordering for us, right? Like a normal person. Because he hungry. And then I ordered like 3 tacos. Because I'm like, I'm only going to eat 1. He'll eat 2, you know. And I was like, you want anything to drink? And the man says to me, oh, you can't order that much. I ain't got no money.
Wait, what?
Wait, no.
Wait, what do you mean?
Hi, girl.
So now I end up paying because I gotta eat, right? So I pay. Listen to y'all. Y'all gotta hear this shit. So then I paid for the food, and I was utterly like disgusted, but I wasn't disrespectful, right? So I'm like, man, this shit ain't never happening. So I ate my 1 taco. I'm like, it's time for us to go, right?
I would have been so
Remember,
annoyed.
there's 2 left. This motherfucker said, oh, I'm going to take this home. Wait.
Excuse me?
So I'm like, oh, okay. So then I'm like, Betty. I was like, oh, Allah.
You're a changed person.
I was like, oh, Allah, this is my charity for the day. It's okay. And so then I get home, and he's like, oh, I can't wait to take you on a second date, and the bitch that I am
came out.
I said, nigga, you ain't take me on the first date. Right. I literally said, that's the difference with the surgery. The old me wouldn't have said nothing.
Right.
The new me was like, I said, nigga, you ain't take me out on the
Wow,
first fucking date.
what is wrong with
Wait,
these
you
people?
ready? You ready
my
for
God.
this?
What did he say?
And then he was like, what? He was like, I said, how the fuck you was gonna take me to Cafe New? Like, we was gonna go to this other place and you thought I was gonna pay the fucking bill. Who the fuck you think this is? Like,
Right.
He was like, oh, my direct deposit didn't go through.
Boy.
So then I said to him, you should have just canceled the fucking date.
Right.
Oh, I really wanted to see you. I was like, and then by this time it's like 1:00 in the morning, right? So then he was like, oh, well, how much was everything? I was like, $50. It was not $50. For the record, it was like $12, right?
Because I'm like
he
3
zelled
times.
me $50.
Oh, that's the least he could do.
And then he was like, oh, it's because of my direct deposit. And I said to him, and then he got mad. He said, well, if you ain't going to the second date, then you should send me the money back.
Yo,
I was like,
I'm
you
done.
lucky I don't request
I'm
for you
done.
to send me more.
Right. Oh, no.
So that was like,
That's terrible.
You know what?
that was one of the reasons why I was like, hold up, what am I doing? What vibe am I getting now? That I'm getting this, here, I need a therapist. And that's when I got my therapist. And
It's been good?
it's great.
It's a work in progress. My first date that I went on after the second surgery, I drove all the way to Brooklyn because he lived in Queens. He was like, let's meet halfway. Which I
That's
don't
not
think
halfway.
That was
The city is halfway.
Right. That's still
Right.
far.
So I drove all the way to Brooklyn. We went to this restaurant. Mind you, I'm like 2 weeks out. I can't
damn.
really eat. But I'm like, whatever. I think at this point I was ready to have a drink. So I had a rum punch. And I think I ordered a burger just so I could say I had something. That was like my first time really eating. I had like 2 bites. And then he was like, oh, I'm going to go to the bathroom. He was in the bathroom so long that I thought that he did a dine and
Oh,
dash.
shit.
But no, he came back out. And then he asked for the check. And he was like, so we're going to go Dutch?
What?
Girl, we went Dutch. And as soon as I got home, I blocked his ass.
Yeah, what is wrong with men? Like, this is what it's like. I'm going on my first date this Thursday. And I'm a little nervous.
You don't pay.
I'm not paying for
Don't
shit.
pay, goddamn
I will
it.
leave his ass at the restaurant before I pay for him. Shit.
And I don't believe in this whole who asks who. I'm old school.
Right.
That's all.
I mean, I don't mind paying for somebody, but
I don't mind paying if we're already established.
Yeah,
Like, if we're
exactly,
dating and
exactly.
we're doing a couple of dates.
right.
More than a couple,
Look at
because a
my
couple is 2. I know, I'm looking at your face.
She's
But
like,
the first
God
date,
damn it. No, I'm not paying on the first date.
Like,
But even this guy, I told him to shoot. Like, you plan it. I'm not planning shit. Just let me know. I'll
girl,
go.
and men have a big problem planning shit.
Yeah, that's.
well, I think that's just a whole nother situation. I think that we as women,
That's
we
a
tend
whole
to-
nother podcast.
Right.
They just don't. I think we thinking that they can do these things like the men on TV. They don't do that stuff. They don't know. They don't know.
My future soulmate, he gonna do this shit.
Okay. Damn.
Let me stop.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I keep talking about the soulmate because I just found out about him. But
That's good.
this,
You should have took me on a spiritual retreat.
well, they're actually doing another one in Arizona, July 1st through July 5th.
Oh my
Are
God,
you
I'm
going to
gonna
that
go
one?
to the Essence Fest. That's literally
That's
the
the week-
same
the same-
dates.
Oh, damn. Yeah, no.
I have a friend that lives in Arizona.
It's in Sedona. I'm not 100% because I'm supposed to be going to Zanzibar 2 weeks after that. So I'm not 100%, but I do want to
What the hell
go.
is Zanzibar?
That's in Tanzania and East Africa. It's an island off
okay.
of Tanzania. It's beautiful. Beautiful. It looks like
You gonna be
better than the
yourself or you
Caribbean.
going-
By myself. I'm going by myself.
You're gonna be a little hoe.
No, not even. It's a Muslim country, actually. It's like 99% Muslim.
I know. That doesn't mean you can't.
They gonna beat my ass. I ain't trying to get beat up
Nah,
over there.
No, I think,
You know
I think
what?
I'm Muslim, and I think the misconception, and even me, I had that, like, everybody sins, yo, and everybody do stuff, yo.
Yeah, you're right. You're
And
right.
sex is everywhere.
But
yo.
this is honestly like a spiritual trip for me. Like this whole year is like a journey for me. So I'm not even thinking about it. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, I'm good. I just know I'm doing all the shit I want to do over there. Swimming with dolphins, whales, and all that shit.
My biggest advice, with the surgery, my advice, the emotional side is sticking to who you are.
One thing about me is even before the weight loss, like I do things however I want to do things. You know, some people will put their 2 cents in. If I agree with you, I'll listen. If I don't agree with you, I'm still do what I want to do.
Right.
Now, you cannot tell me a goddamn thing. Even if I know I'm wrong, you know what I'm saying? You telling me I'm doing whatever I want to do. Because at the end of the day, that person is also going to do whatever they want to do. But they just want to talk and try to preach. None of that. I'm not listening to nobody. I'm so much more happier and I'm so much more confident. And now it's like, I used to know that I'm dope as hell. So I was okay with that. But sometimes I would downplay it. Like, bitch, you're not that dope. But no, I'm fucking I'm the shit. Like, everybody should feel this way. And I found my purpose in life. And I feel like I'm on such a higher level of what I was just a few months ago, even 3 months ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, I keep evolving and I'm so proud of what I've become and who I'm becoming.
I'm proud of you too, girl.
Thank you. Thank you.
Super proud. The best thing for me that happened to me, I became a better mother. I'm more, because I want to be around. Like, I don't know how to say.
You're more active?
I'm more active and I'm more there. There was less depression because yes,
Right.
weight gives a certain
Yeah.
I'm a better mom first and foremost, and for that I think that's like everything to me.
That's
Everything.
good. That is amazing. Do you guys have any final thoughts? Anything lastly you want to say?
If you're thinking about the surgery, you should probably get the shit.
Yeah.
I definitely think you should do it, and I definitely think you should know that it is not the easy way out.
No.
I still struggle with different insecurities and different
Of
things, but I definitely would not ever regret any of the surgeries I had. And whatever is to come.
Right. And I had mine September, I think was it October, November, December, January, February, March. So it's been 6 months and I've lost 60 pounds so far. 60 pounds and my goal is to lose 40 more. I'm trying to get to 180. 180 is my goal.
No, I ain't had no goal. I just wanted to be thin.
I mean, I'm happy where I'm at now. If I could stay here, I'll be fine.
You said it earlier. I think that the biggest realization with me is that I will never be this skinny girl.
Yeah.
Right.
I have these hips and these thighs. Even when I was a smaller person, like I always had these. My top is smaller, but my bottom is what it is.
always been.
Okay, I'm Africa. It's okay.
Yeah. Right.
I'm just Africa.
Right.
It's okay.
So don't let anybody tell you not to get the surgery. Don't let people's opinions.
Haters.
Right. Don't let their opinions sway you at all because their opinion doesn't matter.
Haters.
It's all about what you want and what you want out of life.
What your doctor
and what
say.
your doctor said.
What your
Yeah.
doctor
Listen
say.
to your doctor. And even sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like I used to hate one thing. My surgeon would have me come out there just to tell me, like his nurse will weigh me and just be like, oh, you look good. You look good. Come back next time. Like, yo, I'm here for like 2 minutes. I'm not coming back here no more.
That's how it is the first year.
Yeah.
You go like.
Well, listen, I haven't gone back, and I'm not going back because I felt like he didn't really listen. Like, if I said something, he was like, "Oh, that's fine. You're fine. Yeah, that's natural." Like, listen to me, sir.
Give me some bedside manner.
I
Right.
think that the brush off.
Yeah, it's like they brush
Yeah.
you off because I guess they have so many people coming in or fine, whatever. But I'm not
I
going
remember
back.
I told my dad, I was like, I think I'm gaining weight, and he was like, oh, okay.
That's it. Wait a
What the hell
minute.
This
you
is
mean?
weight loss
Oh,
surgery.
okay.
I cannot be gaining weight.
Right.
And he was like, oh, let's check back. I was like, well, I went back down. And he's like, yeah, oh, okay. And I'm
I'm like, you know what?
He probably like, I run into you all the time.
yeah, but I know that can be frustrating.
We don't want to gain weight back. We want to just try to keep it off and just try to stay with. I swore I was going to be doing yoga and eating all salads and shit. No, I have not done yoga yet. I haven't worked out yet. I walk a lot more now. I try to walk around Newark when I have errands and stuff to do, but that's all I've been doing.
My diet changed. I mean, I added more to my diet. Like, I was in that whole kale. I was into the superfoods. I was into all of that. I tried to be vegan for like 2 days. I can't.
I
mean, the only thing is,
Right.
I'm able to eat healthier things with my non-healthy things because I still like a Big Mac. I
Right.
love my Chipotle, but I just can't eat it in that
All at one
all
time.
that huge amount.
A burrito would last me breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
You, same thing. Yeah, it's like, and then by the time I don't want to eat it all day. Like I just
Then you want something else, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'll
I'm
last.
really tired. Like,
All right, y'all. So thank you for tuning in to my lovely Lunatic Leo Life, and I will be back next week with some more special guests. Deuces. Oh, that was nice. That was good. You guys were so comfortable.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know how it's gonna look.
I make things. People live in denial. Oh, I'm gonna lose weight naturally. You've been trying to lose weight naturally for 20 years.
Me too. Thank you. Meg the Stallion, because Meg did. I was like, oh, I love
Ain't she
it.
bad?
I love her. That's my girlfriend.
She's bad.
That's my little girlfriend.
Love her.
All right, maybe I should just get one more sip of wine before we
Yeah,
start.
go ahead, y'all. I should get you some shots.
What'd you say?
I should have got y'all some shots.
You should have. I'm
You wanted to see me naked and
When you said Hennessy, I was like, maybe I should get them some Hennessy shots.
I'm from New York. You be, I hear women, they be like, what you drink? Hennessy.
Yeah,
They
I
be
don't
like,
like Hennessy.
excuse me.
That's my past life. Hennessy, I used to drink like a fish.